Hey, I'm back with another update on this satellite data art. Um, Blocked out a few hours this week to work on this some more, and currently I'm playing around with no orbit lines. I think it looks very clean with no orbit lines. I've gotten all the way up through almost to 800, so I'm closing in on 1,000, which is encouraging. But wanted to show you where it's at. I think it's cool when I got into the 10th go round into this 720. I think undoubtedly this is the most interesting layer that we've had so far when we've gotten into this 7th or 10th go round, as the satellites are starting to get out of this low Earth orbit, which, if you remember, I denoted by that white line. That 26% still just design placeholder. But we got out of the low Earth orbit finally, and we started to get into, as you can see, we started to get into some of the medium and almost geostationary orbits. We're not quite into geostationary yet. But you can see just with those two layers right there, we've had a lot of these sprinkled out here, but there hasn't been a real cluster of anything until we got into this 721 and up. And I actually think 721 and this to 792 is probably some of the coolest, most interesting layer or group of 72 so far. You can see how many, it's faint, but you can see how many oval orbits there are, and also how there's this group out here about halfway to medium Earth orbit, and then we've got this group building on the medium Earth orbit. So looking at the spreadsheet, we're going to have another go round, some more that come into this medium Earth, and then there's close to looks like maybe 450, maybe 500 that are going to be just on this geostationary orbit. So this particular orbit's going to get, I don't want to say busy, but it's definitely going to house a lot of satellites similar to how this low Earth orbit is. So you can kind of see how it's coming along. I'm toying, as I said, with the idea of hiding the orbit lines, because when I get them all in here, I don't know, it feels perhaps a bit much. I think I'm also going to need to modify, if we go back to this scale here, and I had the 26 plus one set at 16 centimeters wide with a 5% opacity, I think I might need to tweak that a little bit, because if you look very faintly right here, you'll see there's one of the ones that's 26 years old. And there was a second one that came in. The one launched in 1974 showed up on this. And let's see. I can't remember exactly where it was. It's so faint I can't see it. So I'm going to need to make that darker so that that doesn't get lost. Oh yeah, I think it's right there. No, that's actually the key. I'll find it. So anyway, I think I might need to modify that just to make it a little bit darker. But I think this is the progress. I'm glad that we finally got out of this low Earth orbit and that we're getting into these wider orbits. I think it's looking promising. I'm starting to understand, though, why there's not many pieces of data art charting these 1,305 satellites, because holy cow, it is busy and there's a lot of information on here. So we'll see if I can prevent the wheels from careening off and hopefully hold this thing together. Hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to you guys later.